The jury has officially started, and the game is shifting into second gear. Anything is possible. Welcome to Big Brother. Good evening, I'm Julie Chen Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother. With the house's main target, Luke, out of the game, everyone left in the house is feeling exposed. Alliances are shifting, the game is changing, and no one is safe. Who will be sent home in tonight's eviction? We'll find out soon enough. But first, with Reza as the new HOH, the power has shifted to the other side of the house. What does he plan to do for the week? Congratulations, Reza! You are the new head of household.
There is a God. Now people are gonna come and want to work with me. This is gonna be funny.
I am literally so excited for this Reza HOH. This superpower thing still scares me shitless though.
I've been planning for weeks to make a core 3 alliance with Alex and Reza, but just kept pushing it back. Now I'm regretting that, as Reza is HOH and I'm not very close with him.
I'm knocking on wood. Reza is a wild card. I wonder how long I can make it in this game without having to do anything significant.
Emma goes to Reza and congratulates him on winning HOH. Reza thanks her, saying that he's glad he won it over Erin. He has no idea where she is at in the game. Emma says she was so scared of Erin winning too. She's absolutely a wild card and has no idea what she would have done. Reza says that he values Emma as an ally, and that they can work together more in the future. Emma agrees, telling Reza she doesn't have many other connections.
I really wouldn't have been scared if Erin got it. I just said that to Reza so he thinks I'm not aligned with her. I'm not really sure who people think I'm aligned with as of now.
Alex goes to Reza, saying that just about everyone he's aligned with is telling him how much they are freaking out over Reza winning HOH, since they think that he was the one to have the power last week. The good news is that if they are telling Alex this, no one suspects that they are working together. Reza says that this is absolutely perfect. They just need to get out of this week keeping it the same way.
Okay, do I pretend I had the power? I don't know what to do here.
Everyone thinks Reza had it. It was literally Maeve. The leftovers are just sneaks. I love it.
Just as Alex said, the house is indeed freaking out. Bella goes to Bear, saying that they really need to pull through on getting the superpower this week, as they will actually need it to stay alive. Bella says that she feels the most at risk, so ideally she'd love to have it. The group does not object much, and all say that they will try once again to give this thing to Bella. Once they break off though, Anthony and Erin meet up, saying that they don't know if Bella getting it is actually what they want. Erin says that she isn't going to campaign for someone else necessarily, but hopefully someone else will campaign harder than Bella and they'll get the votes. If she and Anthony don't help Bella at all, hopefully it just might work. Erin goes to Juliana, asking her if she wants to win the superpower. Juliana says that she really wants it. Erin says that's great, and that she supports Juliana in going for it. While Juliana is happy to hear this, she tells Erin that she doesn't know how much she trusts this, seeing as she caught Erin campaigning hard for Bella to win the superpower last week. Erin, trying to save her own ass here, says that she was only doing that to get back on Bella's good side since she was HOH last week. She just needed safety.
I've stabbed Bella in the back 3 times, but Juliana will still think I have Bella's back. The only back I have is myself. Like, that sounds so bad, but like, I don't want Bella to win the superpower because it puts me at a higher risk of going home.
I'm sorry, but Erin is so annoying. She campaigned for Bella to win last week so she was safe, and now she wants to help me so she can be safe later in the game. People who play all sides of the house frustrate me beyond belief.
Juliana goes to Reza, saying that she wants the power this week. She knows that Bella is gunning for it again, but hopefully, if the two of them campaign enough, as well as people like Alex, Maeve, James, and theoretically Erin and Anthony, maybe they can actually get it.
I want the power. Getting my vote blocked is still pissing me off. Whoever had that power, f*** you.
Houseguests. America has been voting all week, and it is now time to reveal who has won the second secret superpower. You will be called to the Heroes Den one at a time to hear your results. Good luck.
Bella winning this poll wouldn't be the end of the world, since if she wins her own safety, my bet is that Emma or Ross would be the new targets. Plus, if Bella stays, she's not going for me, so she wouldn't be me and Alex's problem. But Juliana winning this might be even better, because she is kinda on my side, and would use the power to do anything to get rid of Bella.
I would love to win the power this week. I've campaigned hard, so hopefully I'll walk away with it.
I want to win. We need the power on our side this week. If we don't get the power, we could be screwed.
I pulled out the big guns this week. I got my econ class to vote, my cousins in Colorado, my mom and all her friends, my family in Venezuela, everyone I know. If I didn't win this, I don't know what else I could have done.
Congratulations, Bella. You are the winner of the second secret superpower. This week, you have received the power to give one person an advantage in the next veto competition, as well as give one person a disadvantage. Use this power wisely, as it could change the outcome of the veto competition.
Thank you. I'll tell people about this soon, but not right away. I'm so glad I won.
Now knowing that Juliana did not get the power, Reza and Juliana meet back up to discuss the nominations. Reza says that if Bella did end up getting the power, he doesn't want to even risk her getting the chance to save her both and her number one ally, Ross. He says that as of this moment, he plans on nominating the two of them next to each other, guaranteeing that one of them is there on eviction night. Juliana agrees, saying that this sounds like the best plan. Reza says that if Bella or Ross manage to win the veto, then he'll put up a pawn. Right now, he is thinking that it will be James. James is very well connected and should easily have the votes to stay. Juliana loves hearing this, saying that James could use a little bit of humbling. Juliana goes back to Alex with this amazing news. She says that if Bella and Ross don't work out this week, James will be the one going home. The two of them rejoice, saying that this might actually happen soon. They can't get too excited though, as sending James home over Bella or Ross might not be the best move. They have a lot to think about.
Oh my god, James might get the boot this week. Things aren't looking good for old Bull over there.
I don't really know what Reza is doing with his nominations. Like, he told me he'd keep me in the loop, which I hope means I'm safe.
Hey everyone, it's time for the nomination ceremony. This is the nomination ceremony. It is my duty as head of household to nominate 2 house guests for eviction. In my nomination block are the keys of the house guests I am nominating for eviction. I will turn 2 keys to lock in my nominations, and their faces will appear on the memory wall. The first house guest I have nominated is the next house guest I have nominated is I've nominated you, Bella, and you, Ross, because things always work themselves out, whether it be now or later in the game. This nomination ceremony is adjourned.
I am so content with how this week is playing out.
Bella and Ross have been targeting me and my allies for weeks now. I thought it was time to return the favor.
For the first time this season, Bella and Ross have been nominated side by side. But this power duo is not to be underestimated. Will they be able to both remain in the game this week? Stay with us. Welcome back to Big Brother. Bella and Ross are currently on the block next to each other, but have the power to change that. And with Bella having a secret superpower, could the competition roll in her favor?
Hey everyone, it's time to pick players for the veto competition. Only 6 players will participate in the veto competition. The head of household, the 2 nominees, and 3 other players selected by random draw. Will the nominees please join me up here? I, along with the 2 nominees, will pull its shape to determine the other players competing. If your name is drawn, you will also compete. As HOH, I will choose first. Anthony.
I still don't trust Anthony. I don't have many other allies though, so it's great that he's playing. I'm hoping that I pick Caitlin or Julia, as I want to start working with them more in the future. Julia.
Maeve.
Big Brother will inform us when the competition is to begin. Good luck.
Reza goes to Juliana, asking her thoughts on the veto draw. Juliana says that it actually isn't the worst. Maeve and Julia both wouldn't use it. Reza says that Anthony came to him asking the same thing, and he thinks that he won't use it either. They just need anyone but Bella or Ross to win the veto. That plan might not work though, as Bella got the secret superpower, which could put her ahead of the competition in this veto. She talks to Bear about what to do. She says that she is probably going to give the advantage to herself, but doesn't know who to give the disadvantage to. Reza put her and Ross up. She doesn't trust Julia, and Maeve is a wild card. She has a hard decision to make.
Hey everybody, it's time for the veto competition. Big Brother will call you out to the backyard when it is your turn to compete. Good luck.
Welcome to the last veto strip, where a roll of dice could secure your safety for the week. This competition is called Slow Your Roll. and here's how it works. In each round, 5 dice will be randomly rolled in secret. It is your job to guess exactly what those 5 dice say. You will do this by guessing a combination of numbers. Once you guess, you will be told how many numbers you have correct, as well as how many numbers are in the right spot. Using this knowledge, continue to guess. Once you get 3 sets of dice correct, your timer will be stopped. The house guest to do this in the shortest amount of time will win the golden power of veto. Are you ready to play Slow Your Roll? This competition is extremely important. If Bella or I don't win the veto, one of us will definitely be going home. That first set of dice took me really long, but I think I have a plan for the next one. By guessing the same number 5 times, you can find out how many of that number are on the dice. It's the easiest way to deduce what the dice are saying.
Oh god, not this competition! I lost to Joe Massoa in this competition back in Season 4. Well, at least I don't need to win this. I know from last season the strategy is to guess 1 1 1 1 1 and 2 2 2 2 2, so on. That way you know what numbers are in the answer. If you guess randomly, you're just stupid.
This competition is so hard. What the heck? These list my ass.
This competition isn't going too well so far.
I thought I was doing well, but apparently not.
This veto is really important. I want to win to make sure my nominations stay the same. Reza, this week, the secret superpower allowed the winner to give one person an advantage in this veto and one person a disadvantage. You were selected to have a disadvantage in this competition. You will have to complete 4 rounds instead of the normal 3. I've come up with a system to eliminate numbers as quickly as possible using a systematic approach. Based off the situation I'm in, this seems like the best strategy. I pretty much zoned out. I don't know how I did, but I felt pretty good.
This week, I won the secret superpower, which allowed me to give someone an advantage in this veto. Naturally, I chose me. Hopefully this works. Oh god, I don't really know how to go about this. Okay, I figured it out. If I guess the same number repeated a bunch of times, I can figure out which numbers are in the final answer. Now I just need to figure out the order.
House guests, it's time to reveal the results of today's veto competition. Ross finished with a time of 8:17. Ross, you are currently in the lead.
Bella totally won the secret superpower and gave the advantage to Ross to cover herself. Simple. His time is really good.
Maeve finished with a time of 14:24. Sorry, Maeve, that is not enough to beat Ross's time. Anthony finished with a time of 20 minutes. Sorry, Anthony, that is still not enough to beat Ross.
I hope people don't think I threw that veto, because I didn't. I literally just suck at logic.
Julia finished with a time of 11:44. Ross, you are still in the lead. Reza finished with a time of 6:54. Reza, you have taken the lead.
Did I really do it that quickly?
Bruh, I'm gonna be so embarrassed if I had the advantage and still got a slower time than the person with the disadvantage.
It all comes down to this. Bella finished with a time of 6:33, which means, congratulations, Bella, you have won the golden power of veto.
Wow, you really got me. Talk about the secret superpower coming in clutch, though.
I'm not sure how to feel about Bella winning. Obviously, she'll use it on herself. But if the replacement nominee is James, well, stuff is gonna go down. If James is gonna be sitting next to Ross, I need to find the votes to evict him. It's now or never.
Anthony asks his core 4 alliance of himself, Aaron, Alex, and James how they feel about this veto meeting. James says that he feels pretty good, seeing as Ross will stay on the block and is the perfect target. None of them will be put up next to him, so they'll be good for yet another week.
The day these people learn that I'm playing all of them will be the day I die.
Pretty good. I feel like Bella will obviously use it on herself, but I don't think we'd be replacement noms. Quote from James Bull. Just threw up in my mouth hearing that. That was painful.
Alex goes to Maeve and tells her that James is feeling super comfortable and has no idea that he could very easily not only be put up on the block, but could be going home this week. Maeve counts up the possible votes, saying that assuming Bella and Emma would vote to keep Ross, if the two of them also vote that way, they only need one more vote to send James packing. And lucky for them, Anthony, Aaron, and Juliana would all be willing to flip it. Anthony V goes to Reza to see what his plan is. Reza says that he thinks it's pretty clear that Ross is the target and needs to go home. Anthony agrees, but asks who the replacement nominee will be. Reza says that as of now, he was planning on nominating James. Anthony says that's a fine option, but that it might be risky if he wants Ross to go, as James is a huge threat. If he wants to make sure that Ross will go home, Emma might be the perfect pawn. Reza says that's true, but he doesn't really want to nominate Emma. He's close with her in the game right now, and doesn't really want to change that.
This is number 83 on the list of headaches that Reza has given me.
Reza, conflicted, goes to his secret ally in Alex and asks for his opinion. Alex, being a loyal ally to Reza, says that if he truly wants Ross to definitely go home, then Emma is the best move. But if he's willing to be a little risky to keep an ally, then James is fine. Reza thanks him for the advice and goes to make his decision.
Bro, what could I say to Emma? I don't want to put her up, but I might have to.
Hey everyone, it's time for the veto meeting. This is the veto meeting. Ross and myself have been nominated for eviction, but I have the power to veto one of the nominations. I've decided to use the power of veto on myself. Reza, because I have just vetoed one of your nominations for eviction, you must now name a new house guest as a replacement nominee.
Emma.
This veto meeting is adjourned.
Ross and Emma are on the block, and now it is up to the house to decide which one will go home. Will they choose to evict Ross, a dominant player in the game thus far, or Emma, a former winner? Stay with us. Welcome back to Big Brother. Two members of Bear are on the block next to each other, each one with their own set of allies. Who will be the one to come out on top?
With Ross and Emma on the block, it's clear to most of the house that Ross is the one to take out. Reza meets up with Emma to let her know that she is not his target by any means and really just wants to make sure that Ross will go home. Emma says not to worry though, and that she understands. She is going to fight to stay.
Obviously, I'm aligned with Bella because of my whole semi-home instead of her plea. But that doesn't necessarily mean I'm aligned with Ross. He and Bella together make me nervous because I know Bella would protect him over me. So it's hard to rely fully on Bella as my sole alliance. I won't go down without a fight this time.
Ross does seem like the easy choice, but that isn't stopping people from weighing their options, specifically Anthony and Aaron. After talking, they realize that Ross is a huge shield to keep in front of them, and Emma isn't doing anything special that is keeping them safe. It's official. They are going to try and flip the vote to send Emma packing.
My biggest fear is that if Ross leaves this week, then Bella will go to Caitlin and Julia and leave me and Aaron behind. That's why I want Ross to stay.
The two of them go to Bella and Ross. As much as Bella hates having to decide between her best friend and her boyfriend, she says that she is on board. Right now, they have a guaranteed 3 votes for him. They just need 2 more.
I have no idea what's happening. Now I'm regretting not trying in the last HOH competition.
Ross takes a chance and goes to James. He tells him that under no circumstances would he ever go after him. If anything, he's a great person to keep in the game because people will always be looking to take him out. James hears what he's saying and actually really likes it. He says that he's on board to keep him this week. James goes to his core 4 of Aaron, Anthony, and Alex, telling the 3 of them that he is on board to keep Ross. While this is great news to Aaron and Anthony, it is the first time that Alex has heard that such a plan was in place. Ross literally targeted him when he was HOH, so under no circumstances does he want him to stay. James turns to his Season 4 ally, Maeve, hoping to hear that she would be on board to keep Ross too. James says that Ross isn't coming after either of them, and that he'd be the perfect person to go after Caitlin and Julia. In addition, Ross would always be targeted over them. Maeve says that that certainly is a plan, but she'll have to think it over more before deciding.
So am I just, controlling how people vote? I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but it seems like it.
Oh my lord, James, why do you do this? He always tries to flip things after an executive decision has been made. He's also only thinking about his personal benefit, because this isn't good for me or Alex or Juliana. I might just rip James's head off.
Maeve and Alex go to Juliana. The two of them both tell her that James is hardcore trying to flip the vote alongside Anthony and Aaron to keep Ross in the game. Juliana, who has a personal vendetta against Ross and Bella, is enraged to hear this. They cannot, under any circumstances, let this happen.
We need to stop James. Fuck it, I really gotta start playing now.
James is trying to flip the vote? Excuse me? Why would we not want Ross to go home this week? Are you freaking insane? I just don't get it.
With that, Alex, Maeve, and Juliana run to Reza to let him know of what is going on. Reza is on the same page as them, and really is pissed that a flip is happening. They need to rally resistance against this and fast.
This is the start of my villain arc, because people are really annoying me, trying to flip a vote on me, James Bull. I tried to be a nice, simple, transparent HOH, but people are snakes. If I win HOH again, I'll be taking bigger shots.
Alex goes to Caitlin and Julia, telling them what James said earlier. Apparently, James is trying to flip the vote to keep Ross, under the impression that Ross will go after the two of them. Thinking that Ross was a semi-decent ally, Caitlin and Julia are taken aback. After hearing about the cheating, and now that he's targeting them, they feel absolutely no obligation to keep him this week.
I have never felt so much status or control in the game. I can control this vote. Like, okay.
Reza gathers Juliana, Alex, Maeve, Julia, and Caitlin, telling them that if all 6 of them stick together, then Ross will leave the house. They all agree that they will. They aren't letting James, Anthony, and Aaron pull this one over on them. Reza says that he actually really likes this group moving forward as an alliance too. Everyone agrees. Thus, the Sexy Six was formed.
Oh, so James wants to have all the power in the game? Cute.
What can I say? The cheaters never prosper.
Okay, so I'm a little afraid that this group is just going to become another dominant alliance. I want to keep my position in the middle of these two sides of the house.
Next, Reza goes to Emma. He tells her that Anthony, Aaron, and James are all actively plotting against her, but that she shouldn't worry too much. He has the rest of the house on lock, and she should still be staying.
Ooh, Erin is going to regret this. I don't trust her at all. Like, okay, I hope this was worth it.
Juliana, even more fed up than she was before, marches to Anthony and starts yelling. She will never, ever evict Emma this week, so good luck trying to flip this vote. He can stop his lies and snakery now, because it's not going to work.
I know about their whole plan. They really thought that they could get away with this.
Why are Juliana's panties in a bunch, talking like that? If I win an HOH, she better keep that same energy.
Very confused as to why Juliana is coming at him with such a vengeance, Anthony goes to his core 4 of himself, Aaron, James, and Alex, asking if they are still good to do this. James and Aaron say yes. Alex speaks up, saying that he never agreed to the plan. Ross has come after him on numerous occasions, so why would he be keen on keeping him?
Oh my god, this is nuts. What do I even say to them?
Last time Alex annoyed me, he went home. Just saying.
Anthony and Aaron, realizing that this flip of theirs might not come to fruition, run to Reza and tell him that they had nothing to do with this. Whatever he heard is a lie, because they weren't flipping the vote. They actually are voting Ross out.
Anthony and Aaron are trying to save face, so that if they don't win the next HOH, they're still safe.
It's been a hectic afternoon, but tonight, either Emma or Ross will trade in the Big Brother house for the jury house. Let's head to the living room and talk with the 2 nominees. House guests, it's time for the live vote and eviction. Emma, Ross, in just moments, your housemates will cast their votes to evict. But before they do, you each have one final chance to sway their votes with one brief statement. Emma, you're up first.
Hey everyone, I really hope you choose to keep me here tonight. I've been a loyal and non-threatening player throughout the game. I really want to stay in this and keep playing with all of you. Best of luck to Ross.
Thank you, Emma. Ross, you're up.
Hi, I know I have already spoken to all of you. It's very obvious that certain people in the game are very adamant about the vote going against me tonight. Think about what that means. Why are they trying so hard to make sure I go home? Why do they feel so threatened when they heard I might be staying? It's because they know that it is the best for their game for me to be out, but not best for yours. To the people who are considering keeping me, I have told you how I will benefit your game. Voting me out because I am a threat is hypocritical when you allow much bigger threats to control your game until you are no longer needed, at which point you will be voted out in the same exact way I am. If you vote to keep me, you guarantee yourself safety.
Thank you both. It's now time for the live vote to begin. The head of household is not allowed to vote. Neither are the two nominees. One at a time, the rest of you will head to the diary room and cast your vote to evict. Anthony, you're up first tonight. Please head to the diary room. Anthony has been trying to gather the votes for Ross to stay, but now that his plans have collapsed, will he change his vote? Hi, Anthony, please cast your vote to evict.
In anger towards Reza and Juliana, I vote to evict Emma.
Maeve shot down the plan as soon as she heard it, so her vote should be evident. Hi, Maeve, please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Ross.
Alex is the one that brought the plan to Maeve, and as a part of the Leftovers Alliance, should also be voting with her. Hi, Alex, please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Ross.
With Ross and Emma on the block, Bella is now caught between voting for her best friend or her boyfriend. Hi, Bella, please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Emma.
The vote is currently 2 votes to evict Ross and 2 votes to evict Emma. Caitlin was the HOH that took out Ross in Season 1, and Ross was the HOH that took out Caitlin in Season 2. So, will Caitlin have the last laugh with her vote tonight? Hi, Caitlin, please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Ross.
James was caught red-handed trying to flip the vote this week. So, will he follow through? Hi, James, please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Ross.
Juliana and Ross have had a rocky relationship, being close allies in the beginning of the game and close enemies in the later game. Hi, Juliana, please cast your vote to evict.
Ross.
It's official, with 5 votes to evict Ross, Ross will be leaving the house tonight. But let's see how the rest of the votes fall. Hi, Erin, please cast your vote to evict.
Ross.
Julia was not happy that Ross cheated in the poll last week. So will she use this to vote him out? Hi, Julia, please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Ross.
All of the votes are in. Let's give the news to the house guests. House guests, all of the votes are in. When I reveal the vote, the evicted house guest will have just a few moments to say their goodbyes, gather his or her belongings, and walk out the front door. By a vote of 7-2, Ross, you are evicted from the Big Brother house. Ross, take a seat. I have a few questions for you. So, do you think that the vote this week was close, or was there a discussion of a flip?
I think the vote this week was close. I had Bella, and then I had Anthony V and Aaron, and they got James Bowl to say that he would vote to keep me as well, leaving only one more person that I needed. I tried Alex and I tried Maeve, but neither of them ended up voting for me.
Do you regret anything this season? And if you could go back in the house right now, would you do anything differently?
My biggest regret this season is definitely winning those 2 HOHs when we were still doing the Heroes vs. Villains twist. And both times my nominees won the Heroes vs. Villains, leaving me with no power but a bigger target on my back, which I think hurt me a lot in the end.
Ross, you have a highly impressive Big Brother record, making it to the jury phase each time you played. That's not easy to do, and the fact that you did it with a close ally in Bella each time is even more impressive. What do you want to say after looking back on the time that you spent playing this game over almost a year?
I've had a lot of fun playing Big Brother. Each of my 3 seasons, I've come out, and when I've been voted out, I've thought of things that I wish I had done better and could have changed that would have allowed me to go further. But, this was a good season, and I've always had fun playing it.
Well, Ross, in the event that you were the one evicted tonight, your former housemates taped some goodbye messages for you. Take a look.
Hey Ross, I'm sorry to see you go this week. I know we didn't work super close together, but it's still sad to see anyone go at this point. I'll see you outside. Bye.
Hey Ross, so I'm so sorry that we had to evict you. You really have been a great player every season you've played. But when you were texting me, I could see through some of the things you were saying, and I've just been closer with Emma since the very beginning of the game, so I'm sorry again, but...
So long, Ross. It's been real.
Hi Ross, I'm really sorry you got evicted. Just so you know, this is the first time this season where, the person who gets evicted is not the person that I wanted to get evicted. Me, Aaron, Bella, and Anthony, tried really, really hard to flip the votes to keep you. We thought we had Alex's, then Alex just decided to tell people for, some reason, and then it was this whole thing. It was problematic. Maeve also, despite you giving her safety, decided to just say no, because you weren't going to keep her safe. It makes so much sense. I promise, it makes so much sense. I'm gonna get revenge.
Hey Ross, very sad to see you go. I obviously wanted to keep you. I thought I conducted a good plan, but you can thank Mr. Alex DiGiacomo for off Juliana and telling her about this whole plan to keep you. Blame me and Aaron for it. So I'll probably see you in a couple days, because I'm definitely leaving, because everyone sucks at this game. Everyone's off Juliana. No one can think for themselves. Yeah, so you can thank Mr. Alex DiGiacomo and Mrs. Juliana Steinmetz for this.
Hi Ross. I did have to play a little dirty to stop a vote flip that was gonna keep you, but you leaving wasn't my number one priority in that, I promise. But I am sorry that it involved you leaving, even though we did nominate each other back to back. But it made the game interesting, so the game's not going to be the same without you, and have fun and enjoy it. That sounded mean. It wasn't mean. Bye.
Goodbye, Ross. Obviously, I'm so sad that you're out of the game. You were literally my number one ally. You know that. You're my favorite person in the game. I really don't know what's gonna happen from now on. I don't know how I'm gonna play without you, but we'll see how it goes.
Ross, thank you so much for coming back to play for a third time. For now, you are joining Luke in the jury house, and we'll see you back here on finale night in just a few weeks to crown a winner of Big Brother. Stay right there. Coming up, it's a new week and a new HOH needs to be crowned. Stay with us. Welcome back to Big Brother. With another house guest evicted, a new head of household needs to be crowned. Free from the threat of eviction, the HOH must nominate 2 house guests for eviction. Let's head to the backyard to get this competition started. House guests, the power is back up for grabs. Reza, as outgoing head of household, you are not eligible to compete tonight. This competition is called Mural Compass, and here's how it works. In front of you is a graffitied Big Brother wall, and you also have your own individual blank brick wall. Your job is simple. Graffiti your brick wall to exactly match the template in front of you. The first house guest to correctly graffiti their wall to match the template will become the new head of household. Does everyone understand? Great, because this competition starts now. And a big congratulations to Maeve! You are the new head of household. So, a leftover has taken control of the game. Tune in next time to find out which house guest receives the final secret superpower, which 2 house guests Maeve nominates for eviction, which house guest wins the golden power of veto, and which 2 house guests are evicted next week in the second double eviction of the season. You won't want to miss it. And we're casting for seasons 6 and 7 taking place this summer. Take a look. 58 house guests have played.
This is so fun and exciting.
We made it, boys.
I am ready.
And after 169 total days of epic competitions, ruthless blindsides, and heartbreaking evictions, 5 house guests came out on top. And now, it's your turn. Do you like Big Brother? Do you think you have what it takes to win? Fill out the form in our bio for a chance to play. Big Brother SS Season 6 and 7 coming this summer. We are so excited to invite brand new faces from all around the world to join in Big Brother SS. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube to see other videos like our rankings for the final 12. And follow us on Instagram and TikTok at BigBrother_SS for more details about upcoming episodes and the rest of the season. For now, let's eavesdrop on the house guests. From outside the Big Brother house, I'm Julie Chen Moonves. Good night.